welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Heading down from Harbour. We're going to go through Konya village. We're going to go straight over the Limassol roundabout, and we're going to head down to downtown Kato Paphos just to see what's going on. And I tell you what, we've really had a spectacality of a day indeed. The sunset has been absolutely amazing. There's the last remnants up in the skies, and it's been a fabulous day. Temperatures around about 36 degrees, by the way, if you're curious to know. So if you are looking for a place to get a suntan, there's no doubt that Paphos should be at the very top of your list. So why don't go and get yourself on that internet and start hunting down that perfect holiday, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you. We're talking about holidays, of course. Very soon indeed, the brand new website marikaandme.com will be launched, and you will have the opportunity to win a holiday to downtown Paphos. On top of that, we'll be giving lots and lots of things away, and hopefully we'll be getting some new manhole covers and set them to the right heights to make it much easier for people to drive around, not have cameras bouncing around all over the place, shall we say. But anyway, this is a problem all over the road. I was watching a programme about East Sussex the other night, and apparently they've got the worst roads in the whole of the UK. So drop in the comments, where do you live, and do you think your roads are worse than Paphos? Perhaps if you're living in downtown Krakow in Poland, your name's Mariana, my superstar. Well, I'll bet you the roads in Poland are perfect, by the way, because they're very Germanic, aren't they? So anyway, enough of that rubbish. Bouncing around in, if you're curious to know what it is, it's a Suzuki Vitara. And it's not a bad car actually, but it's got a manual gearbox. That's, well, what can I say? Old-fashioned system, isn't it? Automatic gearboxes, I don't care what anyone else has to say, automatic gearboxes are the way forward. Of course, they are much more efficient and much easier to drive than a manual car, especially when you're in gridlock traffic, where I am most of the day driving around in Paphos. And perhaps if you're like Dizzy Blonde driving around in downtown Manchester, what do you drive, Dizzy Blonde? Is it a manual or is it an automatic? I got a feeling that your dad, Lord of the Harold, that's the man who bought us 10 coffees, by the way, on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and his girl, Lady Pat, drive an automatic car. But drop it in the comments. And of course, the girl in charge of the show, we all know she drives an automatic car. She bought a brand new automatic Volkswagen last year. She loves it to bits, as I told her that she would. But the suspension in this Vitara is a little bit Sherlock Holmes, shall we say. But don't worry, very soon indeed. Keep watching, because the Jaguar is coming back very soon indeed. And in fact, tomorrow I'm going to take you to the body shop. I'm going to take you and show you. It's still on stilts, but the wheels are almost painted. There's 4 brand new tyres due to arrive, and the mechanics going to have a twiddle around with this and that. We are monkeying then around with the smart alternator, which is not that smart, and then that girl will be back on the road. So you know, even with air suspension, trying to smooth out some of these roads is absolutely impossible, but she will be much smoother and much quieter, and not just waft around in luxury with a big boy cigar and a hot latte or 2. Well, it depends on my frame of mind. Sometimes I have a nice latte in the summer, so it depends. Right, Limassol roundabout, here we are, and we're going to head straight over it, and we are going to work our way down towards Kato Paphos. So if you want to know what's going on in downtown Kato Paphos, don't click off just yet. On that note, if you do like what you see, why not hit that like, why not smash that subscribe button, and why not keep on coming back for a little bit of madness on the channel known as Marika and me. And of course, you can also go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you can read a little bit more about us, and of course read a comment or 2, and perhaps consider to gift us a virtual coffee or 2. And of course we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. You can also join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, starting off at only €10 a month. So what's new in downtown Paphos? Well, summer season has definitely arrived. All the restaurants are booted up. Everyone's in a fantastic mood. But there's new things coming to the little channel known as Marika and Me. Brand new website will be online in around about 3 to 4 weeks. And on that website, you'll be able to book some of the restaurants in the Kato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, but on top of that, we will be giving away 1 or 2 gifts. You wonder what's that gentleman in such a big rush for to then have to stop at the red lights? You ponder what goes through some people's little brains. But there we go. Never mind. He's a Pap 481. Remember that number, because he's an idiot in a car. Obviously, he believes he's much, much cleverer than everybody else, but one of these days, the boys and the girls in blue will probably nab him, especially for you. Anyway, like I was saying, we are going to be going live on a Saturday night from the 29th of June, so that's, 3 weeks away. Hopefully you'll join us. The time we're going to broadcast is 9 o'clock Cyprus time, so as far as my little brain works that out, that's 8 o'clock UK time. So make sure you get out, do all your shopping, pop out for that pint or two, and then get your phone out and start tuning in, because we're going to be broadcasting live from the Pelican restaurant. If you're perhaps in town, why not come and join us there, say 1 or 2 words, and you can even help us to pick out some of the prizes from the Tombola of Truth. What's a Tombola of Truth, you are wondering? Well, it's a fancy wooden box that has been beautified, that spins around, and that is where we're going to put your names and the ticket holders in. We're going to spin it round, and it tumbles round like crazy, and then perhaps yourselves, or Mitochi and Christina Booth, you can pop a hand in and pull out a ticket, and of course read out that person's name. So don't forget to be tuned in, and then you will know that you've won. You may have won something as little as a Big Boy cigar. Of course, if your name's Baron Von Cigar, you'll be quite happy. But you may win the main event, which could be an all-inclusive holiday to downtown Paphos. It includes your flights, it includes your transfer, it includes your holiday accommodation in a luxury hotel in Kato Paphos, and on top of all of that, if you come and see Mr. Paul, he's going to give you €1,000 in cash. Yep, you heard me correctly. I'm going to have a little rummage in my wallet and chuck you €1,000 in cash for you to go spend in and around the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. But there's going to be a lot of giveaways. We've got free tickets from the Glass Bottom boat. We've got Jeep Safari. As I said, we've got sponges, we've got cigars, we've got bottles of perfume. So there's a lot of things that are going to be given away for free, just for you watching the little channel known as Marika and me, and of course getting involved with this, because that's what we want. So let's keep on going. We're heading deep into the Universal area of Paphos. Nice bit of smooth tarmac on here, but even this Jeep is struggling. There's a problem with four-wheel drives, unless you've got a Range Rover. Unless you've got a Range Rover like Lord Andy in downtown Shropshire, that's got air conditioning. Well, it is air conditioning, but it's got air suspension, so that's similar to a Jaguar or an S-Class, so it's able to iron out all the inulations. But of course, these other four-wheel drive things, they are very good mountain pavements, shall we say, and that's about it, because of course they're not proper four-wheel drives. They won't be going out in the rough stuff, but of course when they're actually on the tarmac, they get confused and their suspension travel has got a long way to go. So I'm boring to tears now. This is the mechanic side coming out, but they're not the best thing today. Best car in the world is a big saloon car. Why? Because it's got a long chassis, and the longer the chassis, the easier it is to smooth out the bumps and the inulations. Then if you chuck air suspension in as well, well, there you go, Bob's your uncle. Anyway, that's the mechanics lesson over. And I bet you there's a man in downtown South Wales. He, as we speak, is grabbing the hand of his honeymoon girl. He's a mountain man. That's our Lord Lee. His girl, Lady Vicky. And I bet he's totally agreeing with what I'm saying, because he's a very, very clever man indeed. And we'll be whizzing down to Appa to see him in about 6 weeks' time, because he's having a birthday. So that's where we go. So if you want to come and join us at his birthday party, we'll get the name of his hotel closest to the time, and you can pop in. But you suddenly realise, I thought this surface was quite good, by the way, but like I say, in a jacked up pretend four-wheel drive, you suddenly realise it's not that good. But there we go. That's what you get, a little listen note or something like that, by the way. So if you like the rants of Mr. Paul, don't forget to click that like, hit that subscribe, and please don't forget, to keep on coming back for the little bit more of my madness. I tell you, these potholes are absolutely unbelievable. This is a brand new road. They've just put a brand new top coat of tarmac, but of course they never fixed out all the little bits underneath, so of course now the tarmac is sinking into the original potholes. I tell you, but it looked nice, didn't it? And of course there was the elections going on only yesterday, so I suppose the idea was to tidy the place up to make us all feel happy, and then we'll go vote for, well, whoever it is, Barrow number 1. I wonder who's going to be the new mayor. Let's find out in a couple of days or so. And of course there'll be 1 or 2 European parliamental MPs as well, isn't it? That's a good job to get, isn't it? What is it, €250,000 a year? All the expenses you can possibly think of and scam, and you don't have to do a lot. And you haven't got to speak French either, have you? No insult to the French. Don't take offence, Lady Sylvie. I know when you come back from South France, you're going to give me a slap, but hopefully my mate Sir Ronaldo will hold you back. Anyway, bonsoir, baby. So, downtown Kato Paphos is coming up, according to the sign. Anyway, there it is. See? It says 2 kilometres, so you haven't got to put up with me much longer. I tell you what, I'll give my tonsils a rest, and I'll like this big boy when I think of Baron Von Cigar, who's in downtown Benidorm, by the way. What's he doing there? Well, drinking. That's what he's doing. He's on a stag night with some of his mates. Hopefully, Lady Victoria is cuddled up safely in bed with the dog in downtown Roger. Of course, they're coming back to Paphos not that long to go, September, so just round the corner. Just be going that little bit cooler, because to be honest, it's a little bit hot in Paphos at the moment. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll shut up and like this big boy. Gridlock in downtown Paphos. What can you say? Always busy. What's wrong with my lighter? Here we go. It's lit now. Hopefully. No, it's not. Ah, there we go. Tell you, these lighters, absolute rubbish stuff. You go buy a €2 lighter and they're rubbish. Uh-oh. Wait for it. Fossil. Takes the stress away, shall we say. So, big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the show now and again. There is a 5-year-old in downtown Mansfield, and well, that's my basic audience, I understand that. He's obviously a very, very clever young man indeed. But anyway, he's coming to Paphos next year, and according to his dad, that's Sir Carl, and his mum, Lady Rebecca, I will not be able to get a conversation out of him. Yes, I will. I'll borrow him for a day. He'll sit next to me, and we'll drive around, and we'll go and get frappes and orange juices and ice creams and all those kind of things, and I'll bet you we'll make the greatest video in the world. And of course that's Viscount James from downtown Macclesfield, who's going to be a star on the little channel known as Marika and me. 1 or 2 little interest points, should we say. Alexander the Great Hotel, that's on the left hand side, that's waiting for you. Could be one of the best hotels in the world, certainly in downtown Kato Paphos. Next door to that, behind these 2 scooters riding on the pavement, might be made illegal soon, you never know. That's a shame, because I've got 2 of them, but never mind, I'll sell them off cheap. Here's the Almira 5-star luxury hotel. That's a beachside hotel, and it sits on the cusp of the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. The next one along the block is going to be the Annabelle Hotel. Who's coming there? Well, let me think. Lady Jean and Sir Mal. And hopefully they'll come and join me in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour and in the Pelican restaurant. And perhaps we can chew the fat and lift a glass or 2. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe, and please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter insanity. Not a zebra crossing, you've got to drive very, very carefully because people just step out, don't they? Do you want to see the promenade? Look right in front of you. Over all this gridlock traffic is gridlock peaceful, because the promenade is looking absolutely packed. Thanks for watching.